right.
I'm Ray McGuff, here at the old homestead. I'm gonna let you fucks in for a little while, see what I do, see my living situation. Alright, so, proceed.
That's what this is all about? Fucking robbery?
Put down the gun.
Why'd you have to nuke the whole building, Hans?
Well, when you steal $600, you can't just disappear. When you steal 600 million, they will find you unless they think you're already dead. Put down the gun.
You got me.
Still the cowboy, Mr. McLean, Americans, all alike. Well, this time John Wayne does not walk off into the sunset with Grace Kelly.
It's Gary Cooper, asshole.
Enough jokes.
You made a pretty good cowboy yourself, Hans.
Oh, yeah. What was it you said to me before? Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Happy trails, Hans.
Happy trails indeed. This is Ray from the Ray Cave, coming at you live. And you may wonder why I had a 2-minute intro to Die Hard. Doing a little book expose here. I went to last Wednesday, Carmen and Jerry the Talent Collins, his girlfriend Carmen, came up to Columbus, and we hit a few books. We hit a bookstore, we ate, but I bought some pretty amazing stuff. And first thing I want to share with you relates to Die Hard. Apparently, they did a graphic novel, and it's Die Hard Year One. Die Hard Year One. Graphic novel detailing the exploits of John McClane, his first year on the force in 1976. And I gotta tell you, I read this thing cover to cover the first night I got it. It was fucking fantastic. Amazing story that I thought they should have turned it into a movie. But having a little bit of technical difficulties here at the Ray Cave, so there's no internet in my room at the moment. I don't know what's going on. So I thought instead of just showing you a clip from YouTube, I'd actually play a clip from the movie on my TV. Hope it turns out well. But the back to the book here, the artwork is just really well done. I mean, you've got, get here a few things here. You got, great representation in New York in the 60s. You got a hippie antagonist in the story. It's really, really fantastic. So if you are at any brick and mortar store, or if you have access to the internet at your homes, you may want to check out Amazon.com and look for this gem. Again, it's Die Hard Year One, John McClane's first year on the beat. Stay tuned. This is Zombie Takeover TV. This is Dispatches from the Ray Cave with Ray McGuff. And I'll be up next with a couple more books that I bought. Doing a quick couple book reviews for you. I know a lot of our viewers are readers, so stay tuned.
That's what I'm saying. This country needs to legalize prostitution because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of trying and hearing relationships. Like, I have a relationship and then I hear how I'm not doing it right every time, that I need to do more and more and more. And I just don't care enough at all. I'm 31. At this point, I'm not going to have kids.
Well, the sheriff's just left here.
Oh, my God.
Like the sheriff goes, yeah, they surrounded the house. What? So instantly I start thinking, what did I do?
I wish it was the old days. I could just, like, if you would die, I would send your ass out in a raft on Salisbury Lake. I'd
fucking shoot it with an arrow?
Yeah, with on fire.
Do you think you could do that?
Yeah, I think if they allowed me to do it, I swear to God, I would take archery. I used to shoot arrow all the time out in the fucking boonies where I lived.
You would have to have like a whole thing of arrows, and
well, I might miss a couple times.
Fucking that's all 12 of them. Fuck it.
But of course,
see you later.
Well, maybe I'm not the archer. We could get someone. That man, is he still alive? I'm sure he is.
He probably got another job in high school somewhere.
What's going on over there?
I see Siler all the time.
Am I licking someone's asshole?
That was like dick
My woodpecker and somebody's monkey?
That was like dick sucking sounds, man.
Yeah.
Back again with Dispatches from the Ray Cave. Anyway, so in the previous episode, I was talking, or previous block of film, I was talking about last Wednesday. I went to a bookstore and I bought some books and some graphic novels, and so I'm going to go over the rest of the items I bought. I guess for no more of a reason than I think people should check out some of this stuff. Alright, here we go. First up, we have a book called Transmetropolitan. This was suggested to me by Jared the Talent Collins. It's set in a dystopian future where Hunter Thompson-esque writer is writing about the ins and outs of this horrible city that he lives in, and again, the artwork is really stellar in this, and the guy totally is a representation of Hunter Thompson. Just really great writing. He's trying to bring down this horrible president of the United States. For more details about this, is like, I think, book 2 in a series, but it was the only one they had, so I thought I'd pick it up. So, more detail about it, how it got started, you should hop on the internet and research it. But this episode of it is called The Cure, and I found it at a bookstore for a reasonably priced. It was only $7, and started reading it the other night, and it's great. It's got a really good story. The writing's really well done, and like I said, the artwork is pretty amazing. The next set of graphic novels I bought are a series called Superman, Our World's at War, and basically Superman teams up with several villains and heroes from his galaxy to fight a force from another galaxy. And again, the artwork in these is just are just amazing. I mean, you got lots of famous artists, that constantly work in this field that I worked on it. And as you can see, it's the more new age Superman that they've got there, but the story is pretty solid. I remember reading it as a serial when it came out a while back, and I didn't get all of them, so this is my chance to have their whole collection. So I picked that up. The next one is a novel that Jared the Talent Collins also suggested, a book called The Electric Church by Jeff Summers. And it's like a set in a noir, or set in the future as well. It's kind of like a gritty noir. There's cyborgs and monks and stuff, and so I haven't had a chance to really get into that yet, but it looks fantastic. So I'm pretty stoked about reading that. Next up is a book called The Andromeda Stream by Michael Crichton. It's a classic. It was $1, as you can see on the clearance rack. How do you pass up a fucking $1 book, right? But the Andromeda Strain, this virus breaks out in this small town, and it's derived from a meteor. And I remember reading it in high school. It was really good, so I picked it up as a reread. And like I said, for $1, what are you gonna do? Finally, I have a book called White Jazz by an author named James Elroy. And he wrote LA Confidential, which they turned into a fantastic movie with a whole bunch of, just a slew of amazing actors. One of the standouts in that movie is Kevin Spacey and also Guy Pearce. If you have not seen LA Confidential, you need to pick it up immediately and watch it. It's fantastic. The White Jazz is set in the 1950s in Hollywood, about Mickey Cohen, who's just recently got out of jail, and he's looking to start some trouble, get back into it. He was a famous gangster in the 50s. So again, that's called White Jazz. I'm jazzed, if you will, to pick that up and read it. Let's pick it up and read it myself. Those are, the main ones that I haven't got to. Like I said, I read Die Hard Year One. I highly recommend that. If for nothing more, it's an amazing set piece to have with all the Die Hard movies sitting on a shelf somewhere. It's really awesome. In closing for this segment, I just want to say that, we've got a bunch of stuff coming up at Zombie Takeover TV. You should check out their webpage daily. They've got all kinds of updates and fun things to look at and watch and read, and amazing bunch of talent there. Check out the vodcasts as well, and stay metal, as the kids say. Stay metal. All right, coming up next, I've got a couple movie reviews for you, so stay tuned. We're back for my final installment here. I know I said that I was going to do some movie reviews, but I'm going to start off with a TV show that I bought on DVD the other day. I had heard of it. A friend of mine named DeLance told me about it, and he said I should check it out. I would like it. I wasn't sure that I would like it, but I picked it up, and it's been one of the best buys I've bought in a long time, DVD-wise. It is called The Boss, or Boss, with Kelsey Grammer. It was on Starz. Season 2 starts back up this Friday, August 17th. It's about a corrupt mayor in the city of Chicago. It's kind of like they took a Shakespeare tragedy and mixed it in with the Godfather storyline. It's fantastic. And if you're sitting there going, "Oh, Kelsey Grammer, the fucking guy that was on Cheers and Frasier Crane is good in something," yeah, he is a badass. It's unbelievably good. Writing, the way it's shot, even the opening song to the series is amazing. Great deal. You can pick it up at Walmart or any brick and mortar store or online for around $20. It's only 8 episodes. I'm hoping season 2 ups that. But if anybody has been interested in the inner workings of American politics, you got to check this out. And and then if that doesn't get your goat, if you're like, oh, politics, how about this? Murder, sex, violence. The top 3 things Americans love about television shows, especially sex. There's a lot of sex in it. All right, so pick that up. Again, it's called Boss with Kelsey Grammer, and he's not funny in it. There's no jokes, so don't go in expecting, oh, hey, Fraser Crane. No, not at all. All right. Up next is The Rum Diary with Johnny Depp. It's finally out on Blu-ray. Picked it up, watched it, loved it. Don't go in expecting it to be full-on Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It was Hunter Thompson's first work that was shelved, and he never did anything with until several years before he died. And it's a fictional story, but it's based on true events. That some of it's fact and fiction mixed together. And it's Hunter before he became Hunter, basically. But you see little glimmers during the movie of Hunter. Again, that's called The Rum Diary with Johnny Depp. You can pick it up on Blu-ray. And again, at any store that sells Blu-ray DVDs or online. And finally, there's a movie that I liked a lot called Super 8. It came out last summer. I got it on Blu-ray recently. This is the ultimate 2-disc edition with 2 hours of bonus footage. The 2 hours of bonus footage are your normal 2 hours of stuff. But the movie itself's great. It throws it back. It's like they took Goonies and mixed it with E.T. and then added a little more darkness to it with a zombie movie, inside of it, even though there's no zombies. You'll see once you watch it, but the young actors and actresses they got as that play the kids are amazing. The photography, it's a J.J. Abrams movie, so cinematography is outstanding, and the story altogether is good. It's a really solid story. It's one that if you've got kids, you can sit down and watch with your kids and not be too concerned about, the subject matter, and, throw you back to the days when you were a kid and you got to watch Stand By Me and The Goonies and all those other 80s movies that we all love. But yeah, so that's those are the 3 I wanted to point out this week. You know what? One more thing, actually. I just saw Total Recall, the remake of Total Recall, in the theater. Visually looks good. Kate Beckinsale's never looked hotter, but the movie was a piece of shit. And I've had some Facebook arguments about this, whether or not I was holding the other movie too high, and it really wasn't, because I don't think Arnold Schwarzenegger is an amazing actor. He's been in a lot of movies I love, but he's not a good actor, really, in my opinion. Anyways, so Colin Farrell didn't have a real high bar, but he was like a wet towel through the whole fucking thing. Just walking through scene after scene, running through scene after scene. It was mostly just fucking running. And I like a good chase movie, as much as the next guy, but at some point for a sci-fi movie, you gotta stop and have a story that's coherent. And it didn't. There's a whole part where they're going through the center of the earth to get to the other side of the world. It's fucking stupid. So save your money on that. If you've got to buy Total Recall, go buy the original. It just came out on Blu-ray last Tuesday. Pick up the original, watch Guado, kicking ass, and, as they say, get your ass to Mars. But that's it. That's all for our dispatches from the Ray Cave this week. I'll be back hopefully next Wednesday with another one and another couple episodes. And then we're filming Ray McGuff in the first weekend in September. So stay tuned to Zombie Takeover TV. And, keep watching. Lots of cool stuff coming your way. Peace.